Welcome back to Hawaiian Beach Park, the iconic buoy outside of Hawaiian Beach Park here at the Hawaiian Pro. And you know about that buoy, Rosie.
Yeah, when that disappears, you're headed for the horizon.
It has been a set indicator for years. Pipeline, and this is what happened during the break. He even caught a right to utilize that lethal backhand approach. Seriously, there's big swells have long periods, and it may look just like your screen right now.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, a 20-foot set is lighting up the horizon. E.Valiere in the green jersey, looking loose on this little left-hander from the island of Kauai. 2016 XL Pro winner, where he won out at a magical afternoon at Sunset Beach. And very, very talented surfer in E.Valiere, song Buffalo Soldier.
Oh, good. So he was just peaceful warrior, just zen.
You won't find he's a zen, like you called it. He is a very calm, zen-ish person.
Think about him as someone that'll tackle pipeline and waves of real consequence. But even on that little wave, just such smooth, soulful surfing.
The youngster in the white jersey from Kuli'o'o on the east side of Oahu, that is N.Mizuno. Noah finished number 8 in our regional Hawaii Tahiti Nui rankings. He took the top 9 from the region in pro, and that's how this young man found his way in the jersey.
And what an opportunity. I mean, to get a better seat for next year if this is the path that he's looking to take to compete in these events.
I.Crane, the San Clemente surfer, he's got game, building up some speed, throws it in the air and spins out of it. Just what we were expected from I.Crane. So that's a great start for the San Clemente surfer.
Yeah, nice surfing from Ian. Let's see, I.Crane on his forehand. Just a little, almost a little Lowe's lump out there. So something that he'd be quite used to. These similar kind of conditions, similar wave height. Just smooth in that transition too. You could tell that that was the option that he was going for.
Competition, I think he's going to have success, but he's kind of keeping some free surfer stuff going too. Former CT surfer right here in D.Cathels in the red jersey, our top seed. He's a fellow North Narrabeen surfer, and he wants to do just as well. E.Valiere taking that wave through the paces. Surf 10-foot sunset as well as 2-foot Haleiwa with just as much grace and poise. And N.Mizuno showing a couple of backhand slashes of his own.
Good style.
What a great exchange.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, well-rounded. But something that maybe you wouldn't know is that this kid absolutely charges on the flip side of everything. So, you know, he's got different avenues that he can explore within the surf realm. Looks like he could do some damage in this competition too.
A couple of scores dropped during that interview, and E.Valiere's found himself in the lead, Rosie. Fighting back here is D.Cathels. Going to utilize the left, hoping for this wave to give him a little bit more juice on the inside. Does a good job of projecting down the line. Gets a nice little finish, but that wave just didn't feel from the beginning necessary push. I.Crane right behind him. A couple of nice carbs for Ian. And looking smooth and just stuck to his board for that finish. So that was a well-surfed wave for I.Crane. A 3.24 puts him into second place.
Looking to his board on that final maneuver. Let's see how crucial that is as I.Crane just lights this wave up.
Yeah, he got a 4.9 for this wave and took the lead.
Way that it just kind of pushed out to sea, and just right behind that, that second wave, less water, so just a shallower kind of attraction to the reef, maybe giving it more of that face.
Well, N.Mizuno on his previous wave took the lead, and he wants to build on that lead. And looking razor sharp on the backhand, and unfortunately pushes a little too hard on that final turn. .553 was Noah's last effort. We'll see if he's able to build on his score. Anything better than a 4.17 for N.Mizuno will build on that lead at the moment.
As we see Surfer in white just trying to, you know, he spent some time in that first place position. Now we're seeing it kind of shuffle around. So like you mentioned, D.Cathels really has to start making a comeback in this heat. 2 pretty small scores for him.
N.Mizuno with 4th priority is just going to surf under that priority. And again, looking smooth on the backhand, but gets a little caught up because that wave went pretty flat. Cathels being patient at the beginning of this left, working his way down the line, looking for something big, but nothing presents itself. So he kicks out. E.Valiere on the backhand, always ultra smooth, glides through the lip there. Nice float of the whitewater. Difficult maneuver, not a high scoring maneuver per se, Rosie, but a difficult maneuver to perform.
Yeah, for sure. And even that second turn, the way he kind of accentuated that float and got the projection out, giving him speed to get into that next turn. Those are little bits that you can just pick up from his style, the way that he's really maximizing the speed on the wave.
In a big way when you're looking at, you know, especially waves that have been coming in sets of 4 or 5. E.Valiere is going to surf this out underneath priority. Valiere looking for a 5.04. That's not going to be it, but good effort in just staying busy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the more opportunities that you create for yourself, the more opportunity there is to find that score. So just staying engaged in what's happening with the lineup.
A little bit of a positioning game, because when the waves do come through, you want to make sure you're in the optimum position. N.Mizuno with 2nd priority, eyeing up this left. Nice little hook to start off with. He's been smooth on the right. Now we get to see some of Noah's forehand surfing. Waves is going to stand up a little bit on the inside, glides through that section, back up in the lip again to finish it off, looking to better his 4.17, which is currently low in his 2-wave scoreline.
The dots, as we see him stand up on this piece of whitewater, that wave really didn't offer up too much lip, but he just connects it so well. Really enjoying the way that this guy surfs. Beautiful style through the transition. Just linking it all the way through. I mean, we talk about the combination of the major maneuver, just that flow through. Evan up and riding now.
And Evan putting some oomph into that cut back and another. You can see the effort with E.Valiere. Started off zen smooth, now showing a little bit more energy, probably feeling that he has to push it a little bit more to get that 5.04 and attain advancing position.
Yeah, for sure. And there was opportunity on that wave. Evan surfed it. I mean, it was a little bit touch bigger than Noah's wave. Here he goes. Let's really dissect the surfing he was doing. So throws a lot of water, keeps it tight in the pocket. The only unfortunate thing is there wasn't too much lip to attack on this wave. A 3rd turn right there, and then finishes it off clean.
Not enough for E.Valiere. He's still going to have to try. Now his requirement's a little lighter, a 4.91, but he remains in 3rd position, trying to defend his 2nd place position. This is N.Mizuno working down the line, throws it to the air, stomps it. Can he ride out of that one and get in front of the whitewater? And it is unfortunate for the young goofy foot from the east side of Oahu, not able to do it. Looks like he had all of the work done, but just that landing, he couldn't match the push of the whitewater and ride in front of it.
On this maneuver again, we know that he's trying to defend that 2nd place position, like you said. Goes up, just kind of lands in the flat, so spins it around right there at the bottom of the wave, and that's so tricky because what happens is you've really got to rely on the push from the wave to spin you back around.
Score comes through at a 2.03 for N.Mizuno, so it doesn't affect, no harm, no foul. Plays on. D.Cathels looking to the left. He needs a 6-point ride at this point. Nice little start. Wave goes a little soft, fades back into the left. Now needs to build up some speed on the inside and look for something exciting, something dynamic. And build up all that speed. Did his best, but that wave just, again, pretty weak on that very last section.
These waves that he's had to kind of contend with have just pushed out to sea. I mean, he really is trying his best to kind of link something together here. You can see him eyeing off that section. So much wobble on the face. Ultimate confidence.
Playing on, D.Cathels back on the backhand. Snaps it off the top here. Another snap on the backhand. Cathels looking for a finish and tags that aggressively. Heat leader I.Crane right behind him. His Mayhem surfboard looking just spot on, just gliding through some of the gutless sections. So an illustration by I.Crane, like Cooper Chapman touched on in the last interview. When you come to Hawaii,
you're bringing everything.
You got to bring the whole set of clubs, don't you?
You've got to have just your whole host of surfboards racked and stacked and ready to go.
Splitting the peak, and we're going to stick with N.Mizuno on the backhand. Nice little performance on a difficult way. E.Valiere speeding through this inside section. This is going to be his last chance. Throws everything at that last turn and just bunny hops into another little double up on the inside where he gets another snap. It reforms again. And E.Valiere taking it all the way to the beach. Is this going to be the buzzer beater for the surfer from Kauai? He needs a 4.91, and we're going to be waiting for scores.
This has been the theme. I mean, just getting that wave in the countdown. Evan requiring a 4.91. Did he do enough?
I really like the effort by E.Valiere on that last wave. I don't know if N.Mizuno on that right, I don't think he improved upon his score line, so the requirement for E.Valiere is going to remain at a 4.91. Now this is the long paddle to the beach, and your ears wide open because you just want to hear a good number.
Yeah, you want to hear that lock in. 4.91 required. That means that Noah right now, that man in white, he's feeling those nerves, feeling that pressure.
That seat's warm. Could even be hot. But it looks like it is not going to be enough for E.Valiere, given the effort from early indication, but we can't lock in a final score until the last two judges. First three judges have him under. And E.Valiere not doing enough, a 4.2. It is going to be I.Crane and N.Mizuno on to day number 2.